Hi guys, it's Sam. I just wanted to jump on and share with you what I'm up to this year for December Daily. So I've never done this before. This is my first year joining in. Really excited, really looking forward to it. Can't wait to get involved. But I thought before I actually started, I will just jump on and show you kind of the kit I've put together and what I'm going to be using. I say kit, it's kind of half my supplies really, but I'm already shared, so hopefully you've seen a video that I shared my junk journal, which I made. Again, very first one, so lots of firsts this time. First junk journal, first December Daily, first year doing YouTube videos as well, so it's all new. But I've shared this before, so this is my junk journal that I've made to do my December Daily in. So I've done a couple of pages at the front, but I will share those in separate videos. I will share process videos for those. I'm just a little bit late getting this first video up, so apologies for that. So I'll just put that to one side and show you what kind of supplies I've gathered for doing this. So I'm sorry it's a little bit big, this tray, to fit in the viewer, the whole viewer. So I got this kind of white tray, you can see it. There we go. From IKEA, that's all. It's a really big one and it's got loads of different pockets. It's got 2 big pockets at the front and then 2 medium ones and then 4 little ones at the back. And I've just been through all of my supplies and pulled out anything Christmassy pretty much and put it all together. So the way I've separated it up, I've got all my washi tapes here, all my Christmassy ones and anything in the colours that I'm using. I'm going to be using dead traditional colours this year. So the greens, reds and golds. That's what I do for my house, so just thought I'd carry that on. So I've got all my washi tapes there, and then these little tubs have got sequins, if you can see those, the little snowflake ones. Focus. It's not going to focus. Doesn't like those. But it's got all my sequins and brads, and I just pulled out the colours again that match what I'm going to be doing. Doesn't want to go back in now. And these little pots I just got from The Works. I think they were a pack of, sorry, no I didn't, I got them from the range. It was a pack of 8 for, I think they were £1. They were really cheap, these tiny little pots. So you can see that one's got brads in and brown. So there's brads and sequins, and this is how I store my sequins and things anyway, in these tiny pots. But I just pulled out all the ones that were the right colours. So I've got all the greens and golds, and then I've got some shaped ones as well. So these ones are Christmas trees. You can see those in there just about. Little Christmas trees and snowflakes and things. So just put all those together. So I've got those, and then if I can move you over without hitting the, just about, I'm hitting the tripod so I can't move any further, but I promise that's the edge of the box anyway, you can just see my hand. So then this is just all the die cuts. So I just went through, I have kind of a rainbow tray system. I will do a video sometime of my craft setup, but I've got kind of a stack of trays and each one's a different colour, and I keep all of my ephemera and die cut bits and things in there organised by colour. So I just went through all the reds, greens, golds, whites, that type of thing, and just went through and pulled out anything that I thought I might use. A lot of them are Christmassy, as you can see. Some of these came out of magazines as well. So I've shared most of these on haul videos, but I got some magazines with these little push out Christmas bits in. Other bits that, I mean, that's like a tag for, it was in a gift wrapping set. And then just anything that's like little journaling spots. So love is gold, anything that I just thought would work. I also grabbed a few little numbers, little sort of decorative trims and quotes. That's a bit shiny, but just anything that I thought I could possibly use, any random little bits, tickets and labels and things. So that's all sort of die cuts and ephemera. Sorry if you can hear tapping feet. I've got 2 puppies with me. Chris usually takes them away when I film voiceovers, but he's gone out, so I'm having to keep an eye on them. They are in the living room, but occasionally they just run in here just to see if they can make some noise whilst I'm filming. So they've gone back away again, so hopefully they'll stay out my way. Then at the back here, I've got another tray here, which is, let me see if I can just turn it slightly. There we go. So you didn't miss much. So I've got this little pocket here, which is labels. So again, I just went through, and any labels and stickers, tags that I can use for little journaling spots, I just put in there. I also, when I was tea staining stuff to make my junk journal with, goodness me, I tea stained some tags and some little sticky notes, so I've put those in there as well. And then these are actual paper chains, but I just thought they'd be really good for labelling and tags, because they've got, if you can see, they've got a little strip of double-sided already on them. The idea was to make a paper chain, but instead I'm just going to use them in. So there's 3 colours, there's the snowflake, the plaid and the happy Christmas. And then these tags I got from Hobbycraft. It was a pack of, I think, 20 for £1, and they've just got little cut out pieces in, so I've put those in there as well. So, and these, I mean, a lot of these were just out of my Christmas wrapping kind of box in the garage, to be honest. So just some little tags and things there, labels. And then I've got these 2, which are kind of more, well, the middle ones are more decorative, sort of chunky embellishments really. This is all wood veneer, and there's way more in there than I'm ever going to use, but I just wanted to pull out anything again that was Christmassy. So I've got some little men and women in there. You can see him there, and there's a lady there. Then there are some that I actually bought specifically for my December daily. So I've got little Christmas trees and stars. These ones came in a magazine years ago, and I've still got them, just little kind of colourful bits and pieces. And I've just pulled out anything, you know, little frames, angels, hearts, anything that I could use, little words, little tags and things. So I won't obviously fit all that in, but just wanted to have everything on hand that could possibly go in the button. And then I've just put 3 in here because they're so delicate. So I've got this Forever, Beautiful and Special, and they're really delicate ones. So I was just a little bit worried about me kind of whizzing through this to find stuff and these getting broken. So I've just moved these 3 words into this one. But other than those, I'll move them just whilst I'm talking to you. So that's wood veneer. And then this one is just some little vintage pieces that I've got. So I've got this little bag of vintage stamps, and they're all Christmas themed. I went to a charity shop a few months ago, and I did share a kind of epic craft haul. It wasn't my local charity shop, we were on holiday, and I went in and they had loads of stamps and envelopes and old cards with little old lady handwriting and all sorts of stuff. So I got tons, and I got a massive bag of about 800 stamps for about £3 or something ridiculous. And so I separated them all out into kind of categories, and this was the Christmassy ones. And you can see all these have been posted as well, so they've got the stamps and things on, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. I'm in love with them. So obviously I won't use all of these. I might pick out a couple to use, and then I need to do something really awesome with these because they really are beautiful. I might make some sort of hanging or something for the house, some sort of Christmas decoration, I think, because they're just stunning. So I got those. And then I've got some little playing card pieces out of a game, an old game. What was it called? Double Quick. I just picked out ones that were, I know it sounds daft, but Christmassy letters. Does that make sense? So I've got kind of things I can write: tree, Christmas. What was the J for? I don't know. Jingle bells or something. Noel and Santa and Christmas, and just a couple, and they're obviously red and green, so that helps. Just grabbed a few. I've got tons of those, you see, so I can always go and grab more out of my stash if I need to. And then I got some tea cards a while back, and I got this set, Trees of Britain, and there was just one in it, which was the holly. The rest were quite, come on, focus, there we go. Which I thought would be really cute as a little tip in. The rest were kind of big oak trees and things which aren't as Christmassy. So I got those. And then I've put I've moved my pen, my nice pen, all of my kind of enamel dots and gems and things that are in the colours that I'm using in there. I have so many of these in my stash that I don't use, so I want to get through them. And then 3D embellishments in there. So I've got some kind of card ones that are, you can see they're kind of little up on foam stickers, little sticky ones, those are the same. A couple of little metal pieces that I might use, I might not. Little heart. Some little cork pieces under there as well. And then some little kind of wood buttons. So, and then just little kind of bits and pieces that I found in my stash. So I've got those. And then the very last tray I've got here has got ribbons and trims and things in. There's just 2 wooden frames slotted in there as well, just because they didn't really fit anywhere else. But it's all ribbon, trim. Those ones are actually left over when I was tea staining. I tea stained a few of these to do, let me just grab it, to do this bit of my journal. And I think I included a few, like a few trims and things in there that are tea stained. So the bits that I've got left I've just put down the side. I've got a couple more sequins because they didn't fit in the other box, and then these are paper clips and pegs just to hold things in. So that's everything in my kind of main tray, and then I've got just a couple of side pieces as well. Just move that out of the way. Sorry, my pyjamas are on. It's just so cold, I've got my pyjama top on. I've got a couple of little extra trays. So I've got this box here, which again you'll have seen me haul this hopefully, and this is just all my stamps. So I've got a big tray in here which has got all my kind of Christmassy themed stamps in there, which I never use. Falling out my paintbrush. I hardly ever use, so I've pulled all of my Christmas stamps out to use those. See snowmen and handmade ones and things. So in front of that I've got then all my ink pads. And then I've just got some little Christmassy stencils which are actually for drinks, but I've just slotted those in there so I might use some of them. This is kind of a mixed media-y box if you like. I've got some tags as well. Like the Christmas labels, just in case I want to use those, a stapler, some bits of fabric, which I thought was really cute, and then at the bottom I've got some acrylic paints there, and they're the metallic ones, so there's golds and coppers and things in there which are really nice, so I might use those for a stencil. So if I want to get a bit stampy, stencily, a bit messy, that's what all this lot's for. And then I've just got 2 more little bits. So I've got this little box here, little kind of box, which I've put a smaller box inside of, and this is paper and journaling spots. So I'll just go through the back first. I'm sorry, it's a funny angle. I'll tip it up for you. So I've got some envelopes there, more Christmassy envelopes, scrap paper, some paper pads, some book pages that I tea stained, which were from a Christmas recipe book. And then this is just a paper pad that I picked up. I tea stained these two at the front, and then this is the rest of the pad. So this is just kind of Christmas paper. So these are full papers that haven't been used. And then again, I just went through my stash and pulled out all the colours that I might use. And then at the very back, I've just got some stickers in the back of there, which I don't use very often, but I thought I'll put them in. And then this little box at the front has just got smaller journaling spots. So it's got kind of my Project Life cards and some recipe cards that I got there actually with those envelopes. Some blank postcards, and then just little kind of tags, but bigger ones that didn't fit in the big box that I just showed you a minute ago. So bigger journaling spots. I had this little envelope that I made when I was doing the junk journal, which I didn't actually put in the end, so that fits a card in. So I'll just put that in with there. One that I stamped on, little kind of place name settings. So it's just little extra journaling bits. I've got a pack of cards in here that's got a gorgeous back to it with like a Christmas design on, so I can cover the front of those and use those for journaling. And another box of those tags that were in the mixed media box, just because they don't both fit together. So I've got that, which is all my paper. And then the last thing that I've got is this, which I'm sorry, it's not fitting in camera very well, but it's just a magazine holder, which I've got all my scraps in. So when I was tea staining papers and making the actual book, I've got all these ripped edges and bits that were spare. So I've put all those in to be used. So it's literally just scraps of paper in this one. Scrap tissue paper, wallpaper samples there, bits out of magazines that I've cut out. And then I've got my tissue paper in there as well. So this is kind of for layering and texture really, this box. So you can see I've got spotty ones and Christmassy ones and just coloured ones. And then I've got two plastic wallets at the back, which I'll take out. So scrap paper box. And then this pink plastic wallet has got all the tiny scraps in, you can see. So again, when I was tea staining, I've got bits of kind of vellum that were tea stained and all sorts of kind of scrap, little bits of scraps in there. And then this other one, sorry for the crinkling, has got doilies. So all my doilies. And again, some of these are tea stained ones and some are just straight coloured ones and craft paper. So that kind of little magazine holder is for layering and texture really. And that's it. So I've got my embellishment tray, a paper tray, kind of scraps and textures, and then a mixed media-y paint and ink and stamps. And that's it, really. So, sorry, I'm making so much racket. So that's everything that I've pulled out and everything I'm going to be using. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'd love to see what you lot are doing as well. Like I said, this is my first time, so I'm completely new to all this. But thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, I'd love a thumbs up, and please hit subscribe as well. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye!